talk to you about turf and about managing your turf and managing your property. We get a number of calls this time of the year that tells us, hey, I've got a dead spot or I've got a dead patch in my yard. And what are some options? And so, as you can see behind me, we're out here at Central Georgia Soccer Association, and we're cutting out some bad areas in the turf, and we're actually putting in some new Bermuda grass here in those specific areas. And wanted to go over a couple of different techniques to help you in your yard with some bare spots this time of the year. Number one, let's keep in mind this time of the year, yesterday was the hottest day on record for the year. So yesterday was the #1 day. Typically that comes earlier in the year because we normally, a couple weeks ago, we were actually wearing jackets, which is kind of strange in Georgia. And so one is the grass isn't, it is starting to grow and to take in fertilizer, get some good warm nights, hot nights, and the grass is beginning to spread. But some of the things you can do to help with that is, number one, you can do some top dressing. We've showed some videos a couple weeks ago of a process called top dressing, where we come in and put sand in different areas. We recommend that you use sand and an organic compost or an organic mix together so that the sand will hold and the compost will hold, give some nutrients to that turf area. Another area, a thing that we also recommend, a faster approach sometimes, is to come in and to do a little bit more constructive type work, and that's to come in and do like what we're doing out here at Central Georgia Soccer Association, and that's cut the sod out, come in and remove some dirt, and then we're going to come in and put in some Bermuda grass back in its place as another option. Also keep in mind, to help with some of those bare spots in the yard and help with that nutrition level right now in your yard is to make sure that you've done your core aeration this year, so that nutrients can get down in the ground and can get down into the root zone of the plant, which is vitally important. And so here's just some couple simple tips today. Also, while it's warming up, you got to make sure that irrigation system is running. Right now, we're getting these hot days. Make sure that you're watering your yard more and infrequent. And what I mean by that is water Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and water for 30 minutes a zone instead of watering Monday through Friday, 10 minutes a zone. Because what happens is those roots of the plants, we want the roots of the grass to go down into the ground to chase that water. If the water is very shallow, then the grass will stay shallow, and then when we have really hot days and really high temperatures, the grass will start to show the effect of that. So make sure that during this season of the year that, if you got some bare spots, now's a great time to get those repaired. 2, make sure your aeration's done. 3, watch your watering. Make sure your heads are properly covered. You don't have hot spots or dry spots showing up. And then number 3 is make sure you're putting the right amount of fertilizer down. If you got centipede, know what your rate is and know how much you're putting down. If you've got Bermuda, make sure you've got the right amount of rate out there and the right amount of fertilizer going down. One thing that we've noticed a lot this year is we've pulled a lot of soil samples, and a lot of soil samples are telling us that the micronutrients, the potassium and the potash and things like that are off. So it may be one of those things where you want to check your soil sample, pull one, get an analysis done, make sure you're putting the right product out there in your yard so that we can take advantage of July and August. July and August are the hottest months of the year, so we need to make sure that our grass is doing good and we're pushing it with the right amount of water. If we can help you in this, just let us know.